Dear friends, welcome to this week's edition of the Inspired Parsha. But this week we're going to do something a little different. We're going to have a special edition in honor of the great holiday that we're about to celebrate, the great holiday of Purim. And that's this coming Friday. There's so many beautiful, rich Torah ideas within the holiday of Purim, and especially in the book of Esther. But I just want to focus on one pasuk, one verse. This is in chapter 4, verse 14. I'm going to read in Hebrew first. Ki mecharish tacharishi be'es hazos revach v'atzala yamod laYehudim imakam acher tes beis avicha tovedu u'mi yodea im le'es kazos higata lemalchus. This is what the pasuk means. Mordechai, the verse was talking about, Mordechai is talking to Esther and explaining to her how much she's going to play a role in the salvation of the Jewish people. And she says, he said to her, if you keep silent in this crisis, if you don't speak up, relief and deliverance will come to the Jewish people, but it will come from another place. You know, God always has a plan. And that plan, the destiny of the Jewish people will always be, and we will always end up being victorious. But if you choose not to fulfill your purpose, fulfill your mission, the salvation will come in a different way. But then he adds one critical point. He says, but you and your father's house will perish. And then he goes on to say, who knows, perhaps you have attained this royal position just for this crisis. So all of this seems to make sense, that the idea that, maybe Esther was put in that role specifically just for this. And of course, that is the truth. That was part of the divine plan, that she would be put there just to save the Jewish people. But what does it mean that you and your father's house will perish if you don't fulfill the mission? So the Chidushei HaRim, the great Ger Rebbe, says something beautiful. He says, he says that every one of us is given a purpose in this world. Every one of us has a mission in this world. But if we choose not to do it, it's not that we and our parents, our family will literally perish. It means we're going to become, God forbid, irrelevant. Part of fulfilling a mission means an opportunity to make your mark on the world. Esther had this opportunity come her way. Make your mark on the world. Otherwise, yes, the salvation will come in a different way, but you and your father's house will perish. You and your family will become irrelevant to the story of the Jewish people. God gives each and every one of us a purpose in the world, a mission in this world. And if we, God forbid, choose not to fulfill that mission, we become, so to speak, irrelevant. What's the answer? The Chidushei HaRim says this is a call to action. Fulfill your purpose in the world. Fulfill the mission in the world that you were put here for. Because that's how you make your mark on this world. Right now we're sort of going through our own story of Esther, so to speak. The Jewish people are right now being threatened in some ways like never before since the Holocaust. Literally an enemy wanting to destroy the state of Israel, trying to destroy the Jewish people. We all can fulfill our mission in this way. Every one of us has different purposes. For some people it's saying more Tehillim, more Psalms. For some people it's praying more. For some people it's learning more Torah. For other people, it's giving more charity. For others, it's being involved in tzedakah, chesed, kindness, doing things for soldiers. And of course, the ultimate people who are fulfilling their purpose, the highest level, are those actually putting their lives on the line to save the Jewish people, our precious soldiers in Israel. We all have purposes. We all can fulfill our role. We all can be our own Queen Esther, so to speak, to fulfill our destiny, our purpose to help save the Jewish people. I want to give everyone a bracha. Fulfill your purpose, fulfill your destiny, because through that you make your impact on the world. Through that, the Jewish people will be saved. Wishing everyone here a wonderful, happy Purim.